coming up in this read. They know their Ten of Cups is with the person that they genuinely love. And for some of you, I'm going to be talking about you. Twin Flames, welcome to my channel, and if you've been here before, then obviously welcome back. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Any important information that you need, you can find it in my descriptions box, and I highly encourage everybody to read my pinned comment below, okay, because there's way too much misinformation out there about what twin flames are, and hopefully I can help to dispel a few of those myths and discourage some from pursuing an unhealthy relationship. Okay, please, as always, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for absolutely everybody. You just take what's resonating for you and you leave what doesn't for someone else. Please also do respect the tarot and approach it with patience, an open mind, and without expectations. And finally, if you don't want to miss out on a video, then subscribe and stay notified. Okay, so Twin Flame Collective. Now, with this deck, this is the Archetypes deck. The way that I do it is, if it comes out in reverse, then I will read the shadow aspect. If it comes out upright, then I will read it upright. Okay. Now that one didn't really jump. It kind of poked out of the deck, so that's why I took it. Right, Detective. Great powers of observation and intuition, and the desire to seek out the truth. So with this one, I'll hold it up for you so you can see, and I'm just gonna pop it here just so I don't get hand fatigue while I'm talking about the card for you. Okay, right, so with this, the overall energy for your twin flame connection is this detective energy. Last month, I do believe you had the volcano, which was all about someone allowing their feelings to come to the surface, feeling as if they couldn't keep something hidden much longer. So if you missed out on last month's one, it might still resonate. Okay, so Detective, this is more internal energy. It is the opposite. I would say it's the opposite to that volcano that we saw last month, because this is someone who is basically quietly analysing. It's very air energy. They're quietly analysing everything. This could be someone trying to analyse the connection, analyse everything, like all of the evidence that has been presented through this connection, because as you'll know, twin flame connections are really... It's really difficult to find words to describe properly a twin flame connection, because it pulls up so much, and it's going to be personal to each of you as well. So as I was saying, this is someone either analysing the evidence of what this connection is, trying to make make sense, that they're not trying to make the pieces of the puzzle fit, because that's trying to force their will onto a situation. They're not doing that. That this is more of trying to make sense of what it is that's been going on, because as you'll know, it's weird, isn't it? It makes you question so much. So this could be your energy, or this could be your twin flame partner's energy. Okay, you just have to take it as it resonates. This is really positive, because it would indicate that someone has recognized that this situation is very different from what they're accustomed to dealing with. All right. If it was just a random run-of-the-mill situation or connection, then there would be no reason to be looking into it any deeper. But the fact is, someone is looking into it. Someone is trying to figure out what the hell is going on, because of the just the intensity of everything. As I say, that there's so much to a twin flame connection that honestly, a half an hour slot is not going to be anywhere near enough time. So for those of you who understand, then this will be making perfect sense to you. because no doubt you would have done the same as well. A couple of months ago, a couple of years ago, whatever the case might be, you would have also been in that situation where you were researching, analysing, asking questions, not just asking others questions and finding out their opinions and their experiences, but also asking yourself a lot of questions, trying to figure out, is this real? I mean, you know exactly what it is I'm talking about. So again, really, really positive, because someone is now paying attention to what this particular connection is. So with that, we can either hope or assume that what's going to follow that is some kind of action. So last month was all about the feelings, the emotions. This month is all about the internal energies. Wow. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to start peeling your tarot spread and we'll see what's coming in towards you for the month of April. It's for Twin Flames, please. It's coming in towards Twin Flames for April, please. Okay. Wow. Okay, so as I'm mentioning the Zodiacs, Twin Flames, please do keep an open mind, right? Any of the Zodiac information, they could be placements in your chart, someone else's chart, or they could even be character traits of someone as well, okay? So you have the Knight of Cups, it's Pisces, Judgment's Pluto, it's a Scorpion, the Three of Swords, Libra, the Two of Cups, Cancerian, the Eight of Cups, Pisces. Oh, wow, that was weird. Okay, the King of Swords, Aquarius, the Chariot, Cancerian. Else for Twin Flames, please. It's coming in towards Twin Flames. Okay. The King of Wands, it's Leo. Right, see, there's two kings and a knight. Being careful to take these cards in exactly the direction that they're supposed to be coming out at. Okay, that's the Ten of Cups, so Pisces, and then the overall energy is another king, a King of Coins, a Taurus energy. What's hiding underneath that one? A Page of Coins, okay. The Four of Cups and the Four of Coins with the Tower. Right, so Twin Flames. Someone was being a bit of a miser. Someone was not forthcoming with their feelings, and through that we're seeing this divine intervention with the Tower, and I do feel that that's divine intervention, because they had to learn about Queen of Cups, self-love, self-acceptance as well, and also Queen of Cups coming to terms with how they feel. They were being a miser with their emotions. Four of Cups, Four of Coins, that they weren't giving you anything to work on or to work with. Very much sort of playing off the situation like it was nothing. There's only so long that someone can go ignoring how they feel until that tower collapses, and that's exactly what we see playing out throughout the month of April. Twin Flames, someone's tower is crumbling, it's coming away. It is divine intervention, because whoever this individual is, they had to wake up. There was no option. They tried. Four of Cups, Four of Coins. They tried to ignore this, and it's been to their detriment with the Tower. King of Coins, Page of Coins. So it's indicating that this individual has probably this wasn't the only shock to the system. They've probably taken a knock when it comes down to their finances and career as well. They probably put way too much emphasis on how much they earn, who they are. But it's like they were too intertwined with their career. So a better way of saying this, a lot of people really identify with what they do for a career as being who they are. And for some, like, that is true, that they are their career and their career is them. They were clearly born to do that specific career, right? In this energy, it is clear that whoever that individual is, their career was basically kind of chosen for them by another person, rather than them doing what they genuinely love. They basically accepted a mask that someone else gave them, if that makes sense, rather than them doing that soul searching and finding out for themselves. They just accepted a position, or as I say, a mask that someone else presented to them and saying, right, this is what we expect of you, that this is what you're going to be doing. And they just accepted that. And that it was false sense of self. There we go. That's how they were living their life, through this false sense of self. And that is with this Tower. That's what is within that Tower, I should say, that's being peeled away by the divine. It's divine intervention. We then see Eight of Cups is central to this read. And if we're looking at it this way, we've got Knight of Cups, Eight of Cups, Ten of Cups. So this individual, they were probably, are or were in a relationship with someone else, that again, it feels like someone else approved of, someone else picked that partner for them. It's a weird energy. It's really bizarre. We're seeing that relationship that looks good on paper, but in reality doesn't actually work because there is no love there. That's also coming to an end. And it's inevitable. That there's an element of inevitability. The Two of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the King of Swords. Your person knows that is the intelligent action to take. To follow their heart, to follow the person that they actually love, to be with the person that they actually love, because that's where they know their Ten of Cups is with the person that they genuinely love. And for some of you, I'm going to be talking about you. Your person is wanting to come towards you because they're in love with you. That they're not in love with the individual that they're currently in a situation with, that there is no love there. As I said, it looks good on paper. That's where it ends. That's where it stops. Three of Swords. And it's right next to Judgment. Everything about this spread is about your person following their heart, finally doing the right thing and listening to their higher self. However, the thing that's irritating me with this energy, Twin Flames, is the fact that they didn't do this off their own gumption. They did it because they had to. It was definitely forced onto them. Because if they had the choice, they'd still be living in that cracked tower. If they had the choice, that they would be. Why? Because it's easier. It's always really, really difficult to follow your heart, to follow your inspiration. It is difficult to listen to your higher self when you're in that type of vibe. It's the most difficult thing on the planet for someone like that to really and truthfully analyze what's going on in their heart. Especially again because the way that others see them and the way that others talk about them and all the rest of it is paramount to them and how they see themselves and how they place value on themselves. It's always via what someone else perceives them to be. It's a difficult energy, really, really difficult. I feel that these three kings are aspects of the same individual, and please do not get caught up in gender, okay? It's just the polarization of the energy. That's all it means, okay? So it doesn't mean, oh, that this is definitely about a masculine. That this could well be a feminine. That was putting too much emphasis on the way that others perceived them, rather than listening to their heart. It could easily have been a feminine. The King of Swords again is also a very sort of investigative individual. It's someone who really and deeply analyzes everything. And we see Three of Swords, King of Swords, Ten of Cups. So this individual, they're really looking closely now at what makes them happy and what does not make them happy. And they understand fully that the way that things currently are, that they're not going to be able to continue doing that. They're not. Three of Swords, Eight of Cups, the Chariot. There's a message about them desperately now wanting to break that cycle. There is resentment in their energy. Four of Cups, Four of Coins. There is resentment. They obviously they're going through a lot. They're losing a lot. And admittedly that they would say, look, if I could have found an easier path, you're damn right I would have taken it. Because ideally, who wants this tower? You know, no one really wants it. That's all the shit that we've been ignoring. That suddenly we're faced with, and there's no more option left other than to face that internal truth. I lost my thread a wee bit there. But yeah, I am convinced that these three kings are aspects of the same individual. I am. They're discovering different sides to themselves through this. There's just one king missing though, isn't there? And that's the King of Cups. So they know how to analyze something, that they know how to speak. For some of you, this individual is highly intelligent and they're a very eloquent speaker. They know how to take action towards what it is that they want. That they've got no problems with that whatsoever, especially when it comes down to King of Coins business. However, when it comes down to matters of the heart, because the King of Cups is missing, is a completely different story. And they become afraid. Very, very afraid. So through this connection, they've had to face a lot of repressed memories, a lot of repressed feelings. They've had to admit a lot of things to themselves that they would rather have not have looked at is a dark night of the soul. That is literally a dark night of the soul. They're currently in the process of rebuilding themselves, so that they're coming out of the other side of that dark night of the soul. And now they're at that stage where they're trying to make sense of why things have fallen apart. How did this happen? Because they see that one day they had their life sorted, that they had good money coming in for some of them, you know, a solid business or career, and then the next thing they know, they've lost everything. And they're trying to make sense of that now. They are literally, the first card out was the Knight of Cups, right next to Judgment. That is someone coming, like, they're not, it's beyond seeing that light at the end of that tunnel. I hate to use that phrase, but that's the only thing that's coming to mind right now. This is beyond that. This is that they've seen that light, that they've walked through it, and now they're at the stage. If you can think back to when this happened to you, they're at that stage where they're trying to make sense as to why their life has fallen apart. And they've realised that they've been denying for a long time. Knight of Cups, Eight of Cups, Ten of Cups. For some of them, they've been denying self-love as well. Again, it's that whole reputation thing. But now they know. The Chariot, they're moving forward. They know now that they can do it. Chariot is a card of victory. It's a card of willpower. And you can see in this deck, it's a very peaceful card. That's why you need to pay attention to what's going on in the deck that you're particularly using. Because sometimes the Chariot can be quite chaotic. And in other decks, it's like this. It can be very, very peaceful. So there's determination. Determination towards their Ten of Cups. You, the connection with you. Okay. Really deep. I was not expecting that. Right, can we have a healing message, please, for the Twin Flame Collectives? It seems to be consistently one group of twin flames that I'm constantly picking up on as well. Because I remember a couple of months ago there was a read where someone basically picked their money over love. And it's a similar energy again that's coming out. I don't know why I keep pilling up on one specific group of twin flames. I have no answer for that. Okay, right, so your healing message is number 23, which is reduced into a 5, and 5s pertain to change. But again, this is the thing with change. It can be very, very scary, but mostly change is very, very beneficial. Because who wants to be stagnant? You know, you need that nice river flow. No one wants like a stagnant puddle, you know. So change can be really, really beneficial. This one is lead the way and light your own path. Okay, and the book opened up basically on the exact page as well. Okay, the faithful deer is a creature of deep sensitivity. With heightened senses and a strong fight or flight response, the deer is always alert to the environment around them. Their swiftness in response to potential threats allows them to escape any danger by running away at the slightest indication. This sensitivity and readiness of the deer requires a symbiotic relationship of trust of the physical senses. We're conditioned through various stages of life to behave and act in a certain way, to please family, teachers, work colleagues and friends, etc., and allowing others to dictate terms to our emotional well-being. Now, isn't that spooky? And for anyone who thinks that I might be bullshitting about what it says, feel free to pause and read it for yourself. That is exactly what came out in that read, where your person was wearing a mask and they just accepted it. That was given to them by others around them, and they just accepted it. That they never, it doesn't matter how old they are physically, they never really investigated who they are. And this is the point that they're at. And it was triggered by the twin flame connection. And that's exactly what a twin flame connection does to people. That's exactly it. That's why I keep saying it's a catalyst for positive change. For beautiful change. This is honestly, this is a beautiful transformation that this individual's going through. Absolutely beautiful. Now is the time to ask yourself what it is that you truly want or need in your life right now. Previously, you may have been or appeared naive and innocent, which is fine, because at some point in our lives, we've all been naive and innocent, every single one of us. This has created vulnerable situations where you have not been able to fully comprehend your environment or true intentions of others. In life, facing potential threats or confrontations is necessary and something that we cannot always avoid. Like the deer, you may instinctively react, choosing to run away from your problems. However, this will not help your situation to improve. I feel strongly that this card is for your counterpart. I really, really do. Right now, you're being encouraged to connect strongly to your base instincts. What does your gut tell you about the situation? It's time to be alert. Currently, personality conflicts are strong and have the potential to cause emotional distress. You must decide how to choose in your approach. Do you need to face this person, or can you remove yourself from the situation peacefully? Like the deer totem, you may need to hold a torch for others to be guided down positive paths or in a direction that was previously hidden. It is important to assist others when they do not have a light to guide them. Okay, so I feel that that particular sentence there, it's important to assist others when they do not have a light to guide them. I feel that that's for your partner is following by what you're doing, twin flames. So they're following by your example. You're being their beacon of light, basically. Okay, so that they are watching you, watching how, like, not creepy watching you, oh my god, no, that they're watching you to see how you respond to certain situations, how you handle yourself in certain situations. They're looking at the things that you instigate as well. That they're looking at the things that inspire you, you know, that the path that you're currently traveling down. That's what they're doing, and they're following by your example. And it's natural as well. With that deer, it feels like the connection with you comes naturally. The things that you do these things naturally. You're very instinctual. Okay. Instinctively, you must learn to accept the changes in life and run peacefully with the flow of the universe. Yeah. So they're learning to stop fighting against the direction that their soul is trying to pull them in. Because trust me, that's a battle that everybody loses. Eventually it comes to a point where, you know, everyone has to listen to the direction that their higher selves is trying to pull them in. because the higher self is guided by the universe. Okay, so it says the shadow aspect of this card is authoritarian approaches, unable to share knowledge and avoiding conflict. So yeah, that's pretty much check, check and check for what their energy was. The sacred crystal is Super 7. So basically, whoever's resonating with this energy might benefit if you're interested in crystal healing. Obviously not everybody is going to be interested in it, but for those who are, with the Super 7, it's asking for you to look at getting a little stone for each of the chakras. So 7 chakras, 7 crystals. Okay. Angel assistance is Archangel Nathaniel, which pertains to determination, willpower, and perseverance. So your counterpart is never letting you go. They're going to persevere. They're going to get through this difficult time, and they are going to come out on top. Why? Because you're being their guiding light. And then the positive affirmation is, I choose my own way forward. I am a guiding light. Look. Again, just in case anyone thinks I'm shitting you. Spooky. Wow. I love it. Tarot, it's always full of surprises. And when the cards come out in such a synchronistic way, it's like, wow, that's crazy good. Right, what else, please, for Twin Flames? Union. The union of divine soul counterparts is a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. Wow. So, yeah, they were taken by surprise with this connection. They were not expecting to meet anybody like you at all, ever. So it's little wonder that they're going through this massive transformation. And at the bottom of the deck, you've got past lives. That's beautiful. We reunite with our loved ones over and over again through many different lives. Wow. So it's not just, I mean, obviously it's, that's weird because I was going to say something and then I got stopped. I was going to say it's not just a twin flame connection, this is a past life connection. And then I was like, no, that's a stupid way of saying it. Really, really dumb, because twin flames are eternal. It's like you've always... It stands to reason that you're going to feel that past life connection because you're twin flames. You are eternal. I think what they're getting at with that particular combination is you were in union with each other before in past lives, and you will be in union with each other again this time round. I think that's what it's getting at. What else, please, for twin flames? Okay, abundance. Now that's come out in reverse. So they are currently going through that through that loss. They're going to be able to build themselves back up again, though. In fact, if they continue going down the right path of listening to their higher self, they're actually going to be able to rebuild bigger and better than what they had, you know, what they're currently losing. It's like they started off with a small tower. That's what they've currently lost. Providing they continue down the right path, the tower that they build next is going to be exponentially bigger than what they had. And that could be anything. That could be finances, career, love, happiness, anything. Anything that fulfills that sense of abundance. And then trust. Yeah. And support. Wow. So someone's guides is like spirit guides, whichever name you prefer to give it, is really, I don't want to say begging, it's not begging, it's almost like they're going to someone, oh, for fuck's sake, could you just trust us, please? You know, it's like that. Someone's spirit guides have been getting really frustrated with them because there has been that lack of self-belief. And when you don't believe in yourself, it's almost as if you're telling your guides that you don't really trust them either, kind of thing, because you're connected. It's all connected. So it's like someone's guardian angels or something is going, look, I'm here, I've got you, I'm supporting you, could you please just trust me? You know, it's something like that. Okay, right, so the next two decks, again, it's completely optional which of these you take for yourself. There's a Divine Feminine deck and a Divine Masculine deck. You could choose to take all of these cards for yourself, it's not a problem, because they could apply to your internal Divine Feminine and internal Divine Masculine, or you could go, right, that one's for me, that one's for my person, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so it's completely up to you. Right, the Divine Feminine messages: everything has a beginning, has an ending, and knowing that truth, you find peace. So again, everything's connected. There is a time and a place for everything. It's all about that the wheel, basically, the wheel of fortune, or the wheel, it turns, you know, this too shall pass. Whatever ends, it means, well, okay, that thing's ended. Now I look forward to a brand new beginning. Okay. In wisdom, you're aware of the processes of privileging and punishing yourself. Reflect and let them go. So you're aware of the processes of privileging and punishing yourself. Reflect and then reflect and let them go. So I'm getting like a message of self-blame. Someone was blaming themselves, thinking that they effed this up or that they sabotaged it or something. Whoever it is that's punishing themselves, again, that needs to be resolved. Okay. And then the masculine energy: however many holy words you speak, what good will they do if you do not act upon them? So divine masculine energy is to be aware of any promises that you're making at this time and make sure that you don't break them. Not just to others, but importantly, most importantly, to yourself. Okay. And then the other divine masculine messages: endure harsh words, for many people speak wildly. Endure hard words in peace. So the divine masculine is going to really come up against it then. Again, the opinions of others. So divine masculine, do not pay attention to the harsh words of others, because you decided, and rightfully so, that you were going to follow your own path, that you were going to create your own destiny rather than just accepting something that someone else handed down to you. Okay, you are going to face really harsh criticism for doing that, but you have to remember that they're just words. They don't know your life, so they're not qualified to speak up and to tell you that you're making a mistake, because you're the expert in your own life. And then see yourself in others. Then whom can you hurt? What harm can you do? So try not to fall into that trap of becoming cold, bitter, resentful and angry as the individuals around you. Okay. Wow, really intense read. So that is what I have for you, Twin Flames. I just really hope that it's helped out someone. If you would like to book a private reading with me that is more catered towards your specific needs, then the link to do so can be found in my pinned comment and in my description box below, or you could just visit phoenixkeiatarot.com. Thank you so much to everybody who has liked, shared, subscribed and supported my channel. It really does help me to get the messages out to those who are needing to hear it. Thank you so much for watching, and we shall speak again soon. Bye.